Alright, today I want to talk to you guys about, I think it's, we're rocking the fucking chair, this chair. Fuck it, I'm just gonna move the chair out of the way. No, just don't spin. Alright, today I want to talk to you guys about scams. Scams are literally everywhere in the fitness community right now. I mean, I remember back when I was younger, and you go on TV and you watch Cristiano Ronaldo with that stupid little ab machine, shakes your abs. That's not going to give you abs, is it? Let's be honest. It is, in my opinion, just a big scam. And you've got home workout equipment that just does nothing. And they're all sold for high prices, and they promise you'll see results within 2 weeks. And you've got workout plans being sold for insane subscription prices just to provide the same thing as everyone else. But just because you're, an influencer, you think you can charge massive prices. And it works. They make a lot of money off it. And somebody who's new, who decide they want to start going to the gym, shouldn't have to pay a few, like 50 quid a month just to have access to a simple, safe workout with information on how to train without injuring yourself and so you can make progress. Use free sources. You use YouTube videos, you can use TikTok videos, you can use Google, you can use friends that know what they're doing. It's hard to get started, but it's also easy when you know how to find the information you want. So today I want to talk about that. I want to talk about the misinformation in the industry, as well as the scams and the money grabs, if you will. And also the fact that roids are advertised as a necessity to get big, which is just not true. At the end of the video, I'm going to show you guys my plan on how you guys can get started in the gym. It's completely free. You can just download it in the link from the description right now if you want to just get started. But yeah, let's get into it. First of all, I want to show you some videos by a friend of mine who talk about HIIT training, who he thinks that HIIT training is a good start for beginners, where I do not agree. This isn't no hate towards this guy. He is a friend of mine, as I said, but I just want to show my opinion on the topic, which is that I prefer high volume training to HIIT, which is high intensity training, if you didn't know. So let's watch a video on what it is first. Let's watch a video on what high intensity training is.
This video is a no bullshit, concise and educational guide to the basic premise of high intensity training. High intensity training, also known as HIIT, is a form of strength training popularized in the 1970s by Arthur Jones. Unlike traditional workout routines, high intensity training requires short and infrequent workouts aiming to simulate muscular growth with high intensity effort. The first ever bodybuilder to achieve a perfect Mr. Universe score and major advocator of HIIT, quoted, "You can either train long or hard."
Yeah, so pretty much high intensity training is just training extremely hard, not often. And it's apparently meant to make progress. Because you have so much time to recover, you're meant to make more progress than you would if you went to the gym 3 times a week. Or 5 times a week like I do. But it's like going once every 4 to 7 days and doing a short, quick workout. Let's see some of the reasons why my friend here thinks this is good.
This allows the adequate amount of time for the body to recover from the workout's fatigue and then build an extra improvement of muscle to protect from another stimulus, increasing muscular mass.
Yeah, so the idea is that the more rest, the more recovery, and then the more muscle build, which in theory works, but as you could probably guess, if you think about it you're learning to play guitar and you only play guitar for a short amount of time once a week, you're not going to make as much progress as if you're learning to play guitar, 3 times a week and for maybe an hour and a half. So the big problem with this for beginners is that they don't know what they're doing in the gym. So you need the time commitment to actually learn how to do the exercises and how to get into a good effective set before you have to stop. So according to HIIT training, apparently 1 set is better than 3 sets. Let's see why.
The first reason why 1 set is better than 3 is because less energy is used to achieve the growth stimulus. Energy is equal to power multiplied by time. Only completing 1 set reduces the time spent exerting the power and therefore conserves the body's reserve.
This is pretty much an unrelated maths equation being used to simplify a very complex concept, but it is quite easy to just say these things without it being backed up.
The second reason why 1 set is better than 3 is the reduction in risk. Every rep and every set increases the probability of injury. Therefore, only completing 1 set rather than multiple reduces potential damage to the body, preventing a reduction in gains from unnecessary injury.
That's true. So the best thing to do to avoid injury is to never go to the gym ever. See, yeah, it is safer to do 1 set than it is to do 3, except from the fact that it's not. Because if you're doing high intensity training, relies on the principle of using heavy weight for 1 set instead of doing a light weight for more reps and more sets. So it's actually, what would you say is more dangerous? Me lifting 100 kg or me lifting half that weight multiple times? Yeah, you're spending less time working out, so you can avoid injury. But also, you're going to get injured if you're going too heavy, too early on, when you haven't got the form down, and when you don't know what you're doing, which most beginners will not know how to bench. They won't know the form for bench, they won't know the form for lateral raises, they won't know the form for curls, and they will injure themselves if they go really heavy with not knowing the form.
Volume training is a counterproductive and brain-dead approach to building muscle designed to sell more supplements.
Counterproductive and brain-dead. This is funny to me because, so as he said earlier, Mike Mensa is a big advocate for HIIT training, and do you know what? I do say it will definitely work, and if I could train like that, but I don't, because if you look at the last 20 years of bodybuilding in the industry, 99% of all bodybuilders have not used HIIT training, but Mike Mensa did, and so in this video he has just called every bodybuilder except for Mike Mensa brain dead. He called Arnold brain dead. He called Sebum brain dead. He's called Sam Sulek brain dead. I mean, look at these stats quick, 1 sec. Okay, so Arnold, 24 sets per muscle per week instead of 1 set per muscle per week. Sebum, 16 sets. I mean, literally, think of any bodybuilder that's like Jake Outlaw, literally any bodybuilder has either used high volume bodybuilding training or still uses it. I mean, Arnold still does training to the same type that I do. So you can't call it brain dead when the whole community is behind it, except from not the anomalies. I mean, think about Goggins. He's not a bodybuilder, but he's an athlete. So you don't he's not trying to get as big as he can, but he is still making that progress using high volume training. Like running, he runs non-stop, high volume. Lifting, he's doing sets of 20. It's just what he does. High volume training has nothing to do with selling supplements. All these lifters that advertise their workouts, yeah, they do advertise supplements as well, because they make, if they use the code, then they're going to get commission on the sale of supplements. But they never, there is no correlation between the type of training and whether or not people try and get you to buy supplements. Everyone wants you to buy supplements. You don't need them, but everyone wants you to buy them because they'll make them money.
What have I said? Working out was like digging a hole. Every rep and every set increases the depth of the hole. This is the same as stress. The more reps and the more sets you complete, the more stress is placed on the body and the deeper the hole. Initially, after the stimulus of the workout, the hole is at its deepest, where the body is completely fatigued and under maximum stress. To recover from the workout, you must rest and begin to fill the hole back up to ground level, or the same amount of muscle before the workout. Eventually, after reaching ground level, if the growth mechanism was successfully stimulated, the body will pile more dirt or muscle onto the filled-in hole to prevent from a future stimulus.
Now, this whole metaphor is very good. It's quite a good way of explaining to beginners. So yeah, if you lift, once you finish your workout, imagine you're a hole. But when you fill in that hole whilst you're resting, it fills it in to just a bit above what it was before. So that then the hole is now, there's more dirt to take out the next time, but you put in more each time until you're getting a mountain. So that's all it is. You're breaking it down and then rebuilding it stronger.
It's my moral obligation to transform as many viewers to the truth of high-intensity training.
And that's a problem. Moral obligation. So a lot of different influencers keep using this term. It's a moral obligation to help you make progress, which is why I'm selling you this. Now, this YouTuber has now actually changed his workout plan. Is now free. So he's not anymore trying to do that at the moment, I don't think, but 99% of fitness influencers that have a workout program that they're trying to sell you When they say they have a moral obligation, that's not true, because otherwise they'd be giving it to you for free, wouldn't they? Alright, we've gone through his content. We understand what HIIT training is now. But why should a beginner not try HIIT training? First of all, HIIT training is once a week for 40 minutes. Now, if you're a beginner trying to learn a new skill, if you're doing it once a week for 40 minutes, you're not going to make much progress. You're not going to get any muscle memory in that, are you? Let's say you're learning guitar, if you do it once a week for 40 minutes, you're not going to remember what you learned the week ago in the last 40 minutes. So the most important thing when you're first starting out is actually just to consistently be there, learning, doing the same workout and learning the exercises like over and over again till you get it into your body, you understand how to do it with good form. Second reason this is not a great start for beginners is because it includes extremely high weights and it requires a lot of mental energy. So, because it is important to go to failure no matter what kind of training you're doing, in my opinion, if you want to make good progress, go to failure. You have to be fully focused if you want to be able to train with high intensity, which 99% of people in the world like currently do not have the mental motivation to consistently lock into a 40-minute workout without any waver of focus, without any distraction. I don't do that. I train high volume. I have my phone and I'll log everything I do on my phone, but in between sets I'll rest and I'll look on my phone, see what I'm doing, relax. You can train intense and you will make progress, but you don't have to train that way. And for most new gym goers, training that way isn't going to actually help you as a starting point. It's not a good starting point for a new gym goer to try high intensity training. That's not to say it doesn't work. It is a very good training technique, but only for somebody who has the experience, the knowledge of the industry, and the actual physical skills to train in that way. To be fair, everyone is different, so maybe you'll find that high volume training doesn't work for you and you actually prefer HIIT training, but you shouldn't. The most important thing is that you understand that there is different techniques, and don't listen to people telling you that this won't work and this won't work. Try it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But don't block yourself off, because that's how you get demotivated, is when it's too hard and you can't do it, so you give up. What is important to do when you want to get into the gym, pretty much? First of all, don't believe everything you hear. People will say you need to take supplements, you need to train this specific way, you need to do this, you need to do that. They're 99% of the time they're either trying to sell you something, or they are just biased because that's how they do it. And the next thing, you don't need to pay extortionate amounts for equipment and for workout like advice. You can get that stuff for free using YouTube, TikTok, books. Ask a friend. Go to a friend who lifts. Go to the gym and ask somebody, or can you tell me if my form's good? What should I do to hit triceps? What do you do? What can I follow your workout for a day or something? Just to a friend, just to see what they do. Everyone likes to talk about what they do at the gym. So if you ask them, they'll probably tell you. They'll probably give you advice. They'll probably help you get started. And one more really useful thing that I found when I was first starting out with lifting to keep me motivated is actually having a gym partner to kind of compete with. You're not directly like, oh, I'm bigger than you. It's more, I don't want my duo who I started with to get way bigger than me, or oh, he just beat my PR, or you just keep you going, because to be honest, I know for a fact that there's no way all three of us who started at the same time, me, Samuel, and Angus, would all still be there unless we all started at the same time, because I don't think we would have had the dedication to keep that going if we weren't motivating each other. Because no one wants to be the person who gives up first, you know what I mean? So there is a bit of a technique there where it's like, use your friends to motivate you at the gym. And then once you get to a higher level, once you get to a level where you can focus on where you want to learn more about bodybuilding, you want to learn more exercises and more different techniques other than the generic push-pull legs or high volume training, then I'd recommend this book right here. This is a great book to get started in understanding the different kinds of bodybuilding. Arnold has written an encyclopedia. I'll put a link to it underneath. Got pictures of all these bodybuilders. It's got how to train each muscle individually, break down the muscle groups, break down the competitions, break down all this different stuff. So if you want to get, once you've got started, you know what you're doing. Get a book like this. It doesn't have to be this book, but a book like this that can allow you to open yourself up to more different variety of training. Now, the most important thing that for some reason nobody knows is that if you're going to start the gym, you don't need supplements straight off the bat. You don't need creatine and you don't need roids. I had a friend who started going to the gym and he decided he's going to start taking creatine the day he started going to the gym. He's made some progress because obviously he's new, so he's just starting out. But the creatine is a waste of time. He's wasting money and he's wasting time. Because if you're just starting out, creatine isn't going to help you. Creatine is a performance enhancing drug pretty much that will help you reach a new level of failure pretty much. So if you're just learning the form of the workout, you're just wasting your money on creatine. And also, you don't need it. You need it if you want to get bigger to a point where you want to compete. Then you need creatine, and some people need roids, but that's like competing high level. You don't need roids. I mean, Harley Harmer is quite a well-known bodybuilder who is natty. He doesn't take steroids, I don't think. He hasn't told anyone he takes steroids, if he does. But he claims natty, and he is quite big from 5 years of training. So, yeah, you can take roids and you can take creatine, but why would you when it is seen as cheating by a lot of people, and also it's just lazy, in my opinion. You don't need it and it's expensive. Alright, time to get into the my plan portion of the video. So, my plan is simply just list of your push day, your pull day, and your leg day. Push day being chest, shoulders, triceps. Pull day being back and biceps. And legs, obviously it's legs. And there's also an ab workout you can do whenever. I do it after I do legs actually, because it's only 3 exercises. And it's just an all-round bodybuilder workout that I'd advise for beginners to use. If you haven't got the same equipment that I've listed in the workout, then you can replace any exercise just by looking up that muscle that's next to it exercise. So like upper chest exercise or lats exercise, whatever I've written next to it as a muscle group. And if you want to, you can also alter it to suit your goals. If you want to lose weight, then add cardio and reduce, maybe take out a leg day and start doing cardio. If you want to focus on legs, do more leg day. If you want to, it all depends on your goals and your own. It has to be unique to you. If a few months later you're still using my exact workout plan, you've done something wrong, because after time you start to realize what you like to do in the gym and what works best for you. So just change it up, do what you want to do. Simple as that. It's all free. No, I'm not trying to sell you it. If you want to use someone else's workout plan, that's fine. I'm just trying to help whoever I can. The main aim of this workout plan is to help new gym users create like an arsenal of different exercises they can use to train. I mean, like when literally every single week my workout plan changes. I'll add a new exercise, or I'll take out one that I don't like, or I'll swap one for a better isolation. I mean, my bicep, I haven't done the same bicep exercises for like more than 2 weeks in a row for the last few months, just because I don't want to. I keep finding new exercises that I prefer to different ones, and it's like you make progress, and that's how you make progress, how you experiment, how you have fun. You're gonna get bored if you just follow whatever the latest influencer's telling you. You don't need a bodybuilder's workout that costs you 400 quid or whatever to get started. You use the information that's available. Another important part of lifting is the mentality. It's quite hard to get into mental state to lift sometimes. Sometimes you have off days. It's all about having discipline. So what I suggest to help increase discipline is read your motivational books and stuff. Read anything that helps you discipline. Understand what helps you focus, and use it when you're lifting to get into that state of mind. Because if you're not in it mentally, you're not in it physically. It's as simple as that. You need to wake up in here before you can wake up out here. So, if this has helped you, leave a like, subscribe if you want, and look out for more of my content, because I make content that can help you even more, like different exercises that are good, good form. And also, no hate to anyone in this video that I talked about their content. Literally just, I want to share my opinion. I'm not hating anyone, I'm just sharing my opinion and why I don't agree with high intensity training and why I don't agree with all these different influencers selling to their viewers, their new view, their young impressionable viewers, pretty much. So, thanks for watching.